Hello and welcome back. It's day 2 of your first 30 days in Kajabi, and today I'm going to talk to you about setting up your custom domain. So if you haven't purchased a domain yet, then don't watch this video and come back and watch it once you have. But if you've already got a custom domain, and that would be like thecoachsupport.com, that's my custom domain. So if you've purchased something like that, then this video is going to help you get it set up. And this is a good thing to do right away because once you get it set up, you don't have to worry about it ever again. And if you already have all your website and everything going, then it might be a bit stressful for you, worrying about causing an interruption or something setting it up. So let's take care of it right now. So when you come into Kajabi, come down into the settings area here, and then come on down to domain right here. Again, you will remember that you already adjusted the Kajabi given domain to match what your custom domain is or would be if you were going to get one. And if you aren't going to get a custom domain, which is totally fine, then the subdomain is all that you need to edit and make sure that it's branded the way you want. But once you have a custom domain, you click Set Up Custom Domain here. Now, Kajabi has gone through a few different tools or ways or helps of getting this done. And so what you're seeing might be a little bit different than what I'm showing, but this is just the way that it is now. And I have seen a few different ways for this to be done over the past few years. So hopefully this helps for you. And I'm not going to be able to show you all of the steps here because I don't have a custom domain for Jim Raynor's site, and but I will show you what I can. So you have two options. You can create a subdomain for Kajabi, or you can connect a domain for Kajabi. A subdomain is something that comes before the real domain. It's like the www dot and then thecoachsupport.com. So the W's are actually a subdomain, and you can actually read it here in the fine print. They explain it quite well. Courses.example.com. So if you have a website somewhere else, like WordPress or Squarespace or Wix, as it's suggesting right there, then and Kajabi is just going to not replace the website, but just be a space for people to get to courses and all of that stuff, or trainings, then a subdomain is what you want. And you can pick courses, academy, training, whatever it is. It all is before the realdomain.com. And there's a different way to set that up. I'm going to show you how to connect the domain to Kajabi so that Kajabi is your example.com domain. And this is for if you have a website that you're going to be putting in Kajabi, either starting fresh or transferring it over. So you click there, and then it wants to just see if your domain is available. So I've got a domain that hasn't been attached to a website yet, numberedcoloring.com. So I type that in and I hit next. And then this comes up. So it has searched the domain. It's found that it's hosted by Names Pro Solutions, and it's telling me these instructions. What it wants me to do is go into where my domain is hosted and change the name servers. So remove these name servers and put these name servers in. And what that does is it gives Kajabi the management of your DNS settings. And that's convenient. And it's pretty easy. That's how it's set up for my domain, and it's pretty easy to manage that way. So Kajabi has, if you're curious, a connection with Cloudflare, and that's why you see these are cloudflare.com name servers. And Cloudflare is a really good company as far as domain hosting and whatnot. So that's good. Anyways, you don't have to log into Cloudflare. You don't have to do anything with them. It is really just for Kajabi to use Cloudflare's stuff. Anyways, you replace your current name servers with these two right here, and you can just copy and paste them in. And then once you've done that, you click Done and Verify. And it will take a little while. Usually it happens within an hour, but it does say, this might take 48 hours to propagate throughout the internet. So again, it's nice getting this done day 2 so that if it does take that long, it doesn't, interrupt anything. From my experience, though, it usually only takes less than an hour for this to happen. Something that you do need to be aware of is when you change the name servers, all of your DNS settings will no longer be available or managed by the host company. They will then be managed within Kajabi. And in a moment, I'm going to switch accounts in Kajabi so you can see what that looks like. But this is very important. If you have current DNS settings, for instance, connecting your domain to other services, most commonly it would be email, then you're going to want to copy those records before you do this so that they don't get erased and lost, and then you have to go find them. Because once you change the name servers, then the old host won't manage your DNS settings. You're going to have to copy any of the DNS settings into Kajabi. If this is a brand new domain, then you don't have to worry about any of those settings, as long as you haven't attached any email or other services to it. And once you have clicked Done and Verify, after these are saved into your host, then you just wait until it's finished. And once it is finished, then you can go into Kajabi and set up any of the DNS records that you need to make your email system work. And so I'm going to just switch accounts here so you can see what that looks like. All right, so here you can see I've now logged into my Kajabi account, the coach support, and this looks a little bit different. It shows that the custom domain is connected, which is great. And it also, shows some things here that you don't really need to pay much attention to. Right up here is what I want to draw your attention to, the DNS settings. So we click that, and then here are all of the records. And the MX records for, Google, if you're using Google Workspace, TX records for verification of different things, and all of that. And so this is where your records live, CNAME records, A records if you need it. And when you are going to connect your email service or anything else to your domain, again, instead of going to the domain host, you come into Kajabi, come into the domain settings, and in the DNS settings, you click custom record, and then you can just create whatever record it is that you need to create. And that is how Kajabi manages your domain. And once your custom domain is connected, you can actually set up the marketing email domain sending options. And so I've connected the coachsupport.com for email as well. And you can see here that the from is now jd@thecoachsupport.com. So my domain is actually sending these emails. It's kind of a technical, difference. It doesn't really make a difference to the person receiving the email. But if they were to look at the sender information, instead of it coming from kajabimailnet.com, it's coming from thecoachsupport.com. And so once your custom domain is connected, you can also integrate your email marketing into that as well. And the way that you do that is by editing the custom email domain. And here is the from name and the email address and the preview of all of that. And if you aren't seeing this option here, then you have to go first set it up by going to settings and then going to marketing settings and going to the email settings and doing your custom email business here. So that is how that works. And that wraps up what I've got for you on day 2. So hopefully you're able to follow those steps and get your domain connected. Day 3 is coming tomorrow. By then, everything should have propagated and everything will be set up for your domain in Kajabi. Thanks for tuning in.